didn't think I'd become this type of farmer when I started playing Stardew Valley a few months ago. I thought I'd be farming extra crops and spending my free time, petting 53 cats. But this is the story of how I became a jade farmer. As a new farmer, I learned that livestock and chickens need daily petting to stay happy. And then later, from watching videos of other farms, I learned about this thing called the auto petter. The auto petter will pet the animals in coops and barns, keeping them happy for you. This convenience product sounded awesome for reducing some of the chore time of farm life. But then I discovered the auto petter can only be bought at Joja Mart because Pierre doesn't sell it. And in my early days of farming, I chose to complete the community center, not realizing that it completely shuts down Joja Mart. Then I learned another way to get the auto petter is from Skull Cavern treasure chests. You can also get them from golden mystery boxes, but they have even a lower chance of containing the auto petter than the Skull Cavern treasure chest. So this is why I became a jade farmer. Jade can be exchanged for staircases on Sundays with the desert trader. I needed more staircases to help me get through more levels of the Skull Cavern faster, as each level has a chance of being won with a treasure chest. And you can also craft the staircases, but it takes 99 stone for each staircase. And then in the cavern levels 100, 200, 300, the ones that are like the 100th levels, will always have treasure chests. I've only made it to level 300. Like 300 had 3 chests, 200 had 2 chests. So I'm assuming 400 would have 4 chests, but I haven't made it there yet. And then farming the jade requires the crystallariums, which duplicate the jade. And that takes, I think, about 2 days of game time. And then to make the crystallariums, you also need battery packs. So I also ended up completing the tropical ingredients quest finally. That's one that you can get after you open up Ginger Island, and once you complete it, they send you the solar panel recipe in the mail. You can set those up in the desert to get the battery packs faster. I think it takes like 7 days roughly for the solar panels to give you the battery packs, but that's part of the process to get more crystallariums, to get more jade. And then eventually all this jade farming paid off. I had plenty of staircases ready to go. I was waiting for a good luck day, and then the fortune teller predicted high luck. Felt extra lucky that day because Shane, who I married recently in the game, decided that day for his chore, yes, he actually did a chore, he would water all the cat bowls. And we have 53 cats, so that's a huge time saver because you have to water the cat bowls to keep the cats happy. I headed to the desert with 1 magic rock candy, which gives 5 luck, then ginger ale for another luck, and I was also wearing the lucky ring, which gives 1 more luck. And all this luck gives you a higher chance of getting treasure chest levels. So you use the staircases to get through the levels quickly, and sometimes I used bombs to get some or another item so I wouldn't come out of the cavern completely empty-handed. But then I got very lucky with the treasure chest. Of course, some of them didn't have auto petters, but I ended up getting 4 auto petters at one time. That was pretty amazing. That was like really good luck, I think, to get 4 in the same trip. And when my lucky rock candy wore off, I ended up having a lucky lunch to help keep the luck going. I came out of the Skull Cavern with 4 auto petters, and my farm only has 2 coops, 1 barn right now. Now each building has an auto petter doing its job, petting the cows and the goats and the chickens and ducks. And the rabbits, I have some rabbits too. And one thing about this auto petter is it does not pet the cats. Only things in barns and coops. So now that I have auto petters, I have less chore time. I can spend more time doing things like visiting Ginger Island and petting all my cats. Of course, I learned a few things about Skull Cavern and these treasure chest levels, and I made a big mistake once going through this, so I will share that in the next video. That's a story for another day. But for now, I'm very happy that the jade farming paid off. Have a great day in your farm.